Okay, so just how to put people in timeout. I have to close that soon. Okay, hopefully everything is working just fine. So a little squeaky, but I'm sure it's okay. Please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall. I also just realized I've got this thing clamped right on my volume control, so let me go ahead and fix that. I hope you guys can hear me just fine. Let me move my hand out of the way. Okay, so before I get started here, I need to, please, thank you. So this right here, the YuXin Petaminx, as you can see, is what we're going to be solving. As you can see, it's a pretty big puzzle. So hopefully this all works out. Let me quickly refresh this, make sure I can access what I'm doing right here. Analytics, details, how do I view in live control room? Yes, that's what I want. Chat, I can actually look at chat this time, which is nice. Awesome. Start Q&A or poll, that's no big deal. Hopefully this all works out just fine. So yeah, basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be solving this here YuXin Petaminx, but as you can see, it's not scrambled. Before I do scramble it, I am going to go ahead and show the super flip just so you can see how ridiculous it looks. I've got a bunch of patterns over here for just something I have in the background because I didn't really know what to have in the background of this stream. And I'm trying out a new camera angle. This is not a camera angle that I usually end up doing. So yeah, this is basically the whole thing. The whole point of this stream is that this is just going to be more of an experiment for me. So the entire purpose of this is I'm going to try to make sure that this all works out for me, because there's a bigger project that I've foreshadowed in a couple of videos where I try to solve all puzzles in my collection. But I'm going to do that on a live stream this time rather than as a part of a time lapse, because this is just too big of a project for me to do as a time lapse now. So that's what this whole thing is for. So to put it simply, I'm going to super flip this, then I'm going to completely scramble it, and then I have my iPad right here to use as a timer. It's kind of hard to see it. Please don't knock the camera over. Okay, good. It's a little difficult to see. In fact, I might actually turn this. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Yeah, you should be able to see it just fine. So yeah, that is basically about it. Not much left to explain. I just have Spotify opened up so I can have a little bit of background music, but I do have a couple things on my queue removed. This is my video game music playlist, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get it going. Hopefully this isn't too loud. Probably turn it down just a little bit more. Maybe even down to 10. Yeah, I think that's fine. That's loud enough so that you can still hear it, but that's not so loud that it completely, you know, it's not so loud that it completely, it's not so loud that it completely overshadows me. So I've just got the chat pulled up right here, and hopefully some more people will jump in every now and then. I don't really have too many expectations for this. Yeah, I guess I could just have this kind of in a window off to the side, and then I might have Spotify pulled up as needed. So yeah, I just have the chat real fast, and then, oh, that was full screen. Okay. Please. Thank you. There we go. So now I have both tabs opened up, and it seems to work out just fine. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start by super flipping this, and I'm going to go ahead and do it from the outside in because that's how you want to super flip. 4, 5, 7. So how you want to super flip this is you turn this side as an R2 prime, and then this side is an L prime. And then you do R, U, R prime, F 7 times. I learned this from Z3 cubing. And yeah, it's actually a really neat looking pattern, but on a big minx like this, you have to do that process a lot. You have to do this thing alone 5 times just to super flip one layer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then this is the last one for this layer. And there you go. We've got one layer of the Petaminx all super flipped. Real fast. I might let some people know I'm streaming, so I'm going to take this out of the frame. But I'm not going anywhere. Where's my Discord? There it is. Okay. We have successfully let the others know, let the friends know that I am streaming. So let's go ahead and get started on the second layer. So we have to do this whole thing 4 times to properly super flip this. So, and it's going to get a lot more meticulous as we work our way inwards, as you can already see. So this is going to take a while. I can definitely tell my hands are going to be cramping up pretty soon. I think another important thing is that it's probably a good idea to keep track of how many times you've done this. Because if we lose track, that could be a disaster. But I think by having this gray side on the bottom, I might make it... Oh, wait a minute. Yep, I don't want to forget to do that. Yeah, by having that gray side on the bottom, my hands are already sweating. It makes it a little easier. So I'm gonna try and keep an eye on that. Hopefully my hands are not in the way. This is definitely gonna take a little while. All right, there's number 2. Hope you're enjoying the Stardew Valley music that I've got in the background. I do love Stardew Valley quite a bit. I wish I could play some on on video for you guys, especially since 1.6 recently came out for the Switch. Hopefully I will be able to play some very soon for you guys. I just need to make sure to get my setup working again, because this is the first time I've gone live in an extremely long time. The last time I went live was almost... okay. Honestly, I'm not sure what I'm going to do if my screen keeps going black. I do have my mouse right here, just in case. But as you can see, the timer says or the stopwatch says 1:56:46. That is actually from the last time I had it on, where I, again, solved this Petaminx. And that is pretty much exactly, that is how long it took me. I timed myself for the first time, and you would have seen this if you saw the unboxing video for this, which was a couple months back now. It was a very, very tall order to solve this thing, and I don't think that's really going to change now. In fact, since I'm talking with you guys, it's probably going to take me longer. It's definitely going to take me around 2 hours to solve this. But there's our second layer super flipped. So yeah, you can tell that that is a lot more meticulous and it takes a lot longer, because I'm trying desperately to not mess this up and effectively get past the point of no return. Oh, this one is really rough. Oh boy. Yeah, I definitely have to use both hands for this one. Hopefully I can get back to doing some more live streams for you guys, because I wanted to play more Super Mario Odyssey at some point, but I've chosen to do it all on live stream and I haven't been able to lately. Mostly just because I haven't had my setup ready. And if I keep doing this, well, bear with me. It's a hand workout. Come on. This thing is very... Wait a minute. Hold up. I think I messed something up. Okay, good. I had to rewind a little bit, but I thankfully didn't mess anything up irreversibly. Nope, don't do that. I hope there's not too much lube getting all over my fingers. One more. And there we go for that side. Next. Whew. It really is a workout. Wow, this is a real wrist workout, this one, even more than Beat Saber. I feel like there's some grease getting all over my hands too. It's making it a little bit harder. It's slippery. There we go. It's the third side done for this layer. Oh boy, that's gonna be fun. And if you ever want to undo a super flip, then, oh, well, I'll probably just leave that then. But I do need to look at chat. I'll have a look after I'm done with this layer. Come on. I'm almost done with this layer, and I still got one more layer to go. Wow, I'm already tired. And I'm only doing a super flip. It was so much easier to turn the outer layers. Come on, I gotta be getting close, right? Whew. Alright, so that is the next layer. I'll give you guys some time to admire that. Alright, so let's go ahead and do our last layer. So this one's going to be easy since we have the innermost layers to work with. Still not as easy as the outer layers, but we are in the home stretch for the pattern at least. And oh my gosh, this is so much easier to manage. Yeah, this is so much easier to manage than, than the other layers. I was kind of surprised that this didn't have ridges, considering all the other YuXin minxes have ridges. I didn't really expect that until I unboxed it myself, but then I looked at the picture on the Cubicles page, and I also looked at Tingman's unboxing, and those didn't have ridges either, so I don't think this one ever had ridges. Oh, gosh. Ouch. Come on, I'm almost there. We can do this. Man, I think I'm gonna have to do this again pretty soon. This thing is... Oh my gosh, it takes so long. So it's currently 3 p.m. for me right now at the time that I'm doing this. With any luck, I should hopefully be able to do this by about 5:30 p.m. my time, so I'll probably be streaming for about 3 hours. I don't really intend to do a whole lot after that, though, so it's probably just going to be... Okay, I believe there is one more. So this should be the last one, hopefully. Okay, last one. There we go. Oh, all right, finally. So that is, after a lot of work, that is what the super flip looks like on the Petaminx. That is absolutely ridiculous, but it looks absolutely fantastic. But I'll give you guys a minute to admire this. Here is what it looks like on a 3x3. And then here is what it looks like on a 5x5. And then, just for fun, here's what it looks like on an FTO. So, I've done a super flip on a few of these puzzles, not all of them. I wanted to have most of them be unique, but how would you do a checkerboard on an FTO if opposite colors can't be on opposite faces? So, Oh boy. Yeah, I've also got a bottle of water off to the side, and I'm going to be needing that quite a bit. All right, so I'll give you one last look to admire this. We've been doing this for 20 minutes already, and I've only done the super flip. So 156.46. That has also got a screenshot, and it will be forever embedded in my memory as my first ever Petaminx solve. All right, I think it's time. So I hope you enjoyed looking at this. Once again, I'll give you one last look, one last quick look. But it looks like it is time. It is time to scramble this absolutely enormous puzzle completely in all its glory, to turn it into a mess of 12 different colors across 12 faces. And oh boy, it is going to be an absolute nightmare to solve. It's gonna take quite a while. So here it goes. Yeah, we're gonna be spending a little bit scrambling this, but yeah, that's basically the next step to this stream. And yeah, I think we are well past the point of no return. This thing is getting extremely messed up, and it looks absolutely crazy. So I guess I'll go until this song is over, and then if I need to scramble it more, I will. Like this segment over here, this blue and yellow needs to be mixed up a little bit. Yeah, this thing is absolutely massive. And you can still see maybe a couple bits of super flip in it, but not really much. There's not really much of it left, and that is a good thing, because I want this to be as mixed up and as random, as chaotic as could possibly be, to make it interesting to solve. So we'll do a few more turns. I think it's looking pretty good. It's looking just about ready to go. So now that that is done, it's time. So I'll explain my process a little bit before I I'll explain my process a little bit before I actually do solve it. So I usually like to start with the white center. You guys would have seen me solve the Petaminx last year, hopefully. That video seemed to do pretty well. So yeah, we start with the white center, and then I move on to red, then blue, yellow, purple, and green, and then I get this half done. Then I do the centers for orange, light blue, beige, pink, and then I do lime green and gray at the same time, because they're my last two centers. How I build the centers is I like to start from this inner layer, and I like to build outwards. So I would do this inner layer, and then I would do this middle layer, and then the outer layer for the centers. And then I just do that for everything else. Then what I do is I go ahead and I start solving the edges, but I also solve part of the Megaminx at the same time. I go basically until I have this entire top layer, and then these edges right here are the only 10 edges that I have left to pair. So I basically solve 20 of the edges before I pair the last 10. It does help save quite a bit of time, and it also reduces a lot of time spotting pieces, which also helps. So go ahead and get started here very shortly. I just need to make sure that my water is within arm's reach, and thankfully I don't have to have it in the frame. So I'm extremely excited. Yeah, I am excited for like future streams where I can solve all my puzzles, but this is just going to be one, and it's my biggest one. So yeah, I wanted to do something like this, and I figured a live stream was the best way to do it. So take one last look at the time. It'll be the last time you see it. We're going to reset it, and we'll go ahead and start Looks like we actually got a pretty good start right there on the blue side. So let's go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1, go. And the time starts now. So I don't think I should try and be too rough with this. You definitely don't want to be that rough with it, or else you risk it exploding. And I definitely do not want that to happen. So you can see what I'm doing. Hopefully my hand didn't just cover that all up. If it did, I'm sorry. Also, I'm sorry if there's anyone on Discord that want to talk to me, because I have Do Not Disturb turned on. Just so that the stream doesn't get interrupted. You don't need to see my Discord notifications on my iPad either. You might have seen one at the very beginning because I completely forgot to turn off Do Not Disturb, but I turned it on pretty much right when I started this. So there we go. There's our last bar for this side, and there we go. We've got this inner layer of the center salt, so now we're going to do the middle layer. Provided that we don't keep having our screen go gray. But that's all right. So I'm going to grab you, and I'm going to make sure that when I do start building these, I don't do it in a way that would break this up. So this one is next, and I can easily knock that one out. And then that also kicks this one out to be added to this little guy. Alright, so, and then the next step is I need one of the corner centers, I think, and there's one right here, which is excellent. So there we go. That is 2 bars done. Now we're on to the third, and it looks like we've already got something ready for us there. I don't expect us to keep getting lucky for the entire solve, but that would be very nice if that was the case. It would make the solve a lot shorter. It doesn't look like we're getting super lucky here. I'm spending a lot of time trying to find this one, but we got it. Hopefully my PC is able to handle this. So the whole purpose for having Spotify playing, I just wanted a little bit of background ambience so that it's not just my voice and the fan behind me, the white noise. I also turned my fan down so you didn't have to listen to it, because it can get pretty loud when it goes very fast. So I did not want it to go very fast. Okay. So now we just gotta find 2 more white centers that would go in this middle-ish layer. I'm gonna try and keep it mostly in frame. I apologize if I don't do the best job with that. Okay, found one. Where is the last one? Is it on? It's not on the white center. Okay, so here it is. Found it on the beige side. And there we go. There is our middle-ish layer for the white center done. So now we're on to the outer layer for the white center, which should be a little bit simpler, but it's going to take a bit longer, I believe, if this will turn. And oh wait, that's not the piece we need. Oops, it was this one. So same process as before. You want to just kind of build bars. And then if you have incomplete bars on the center that you're building, you can kick those out to put them in a better position to start building them again. Okay, there we go. Okay. I love Dire Dire Docks so much. As a level, I think it's serviceable, even if it's not great, but that's a cliche thing to say about water levels, if I'm being honest. But the music is amazing, as you can hear. And I do like this cover quite a bit as well. So I need to find, here's one of them. Okay, this isn't going to break anything. You kind of have to build the bars one side at a time. You can't just do it all at once like you could on a cube because of the way. Yeah, the way that this is built, you couldn't do something like that. So there we go. There is 3 bars. Now to find the 4th. So yeah, I'm trying to do this in a way that would not break up any of the bars that we have. I do need to probably adjust the settings to my laptop so it doesn't keep going dark. So just bear with me here. I might have to fiddle around with it after this. If I am going to do more streams, because this actually does seem to be working out just fine. Even if there's not many people here right now. In fact, I don't think there's anyone here right now. But that's okay. I am pretty much doing exactly what I want. Which is to just make sure that it works. Okay. Where is that? Here it is. There we go. And I think I might be able to build it like that. I'm panting, but this is a lot of work to turn this thing. It has so many parts, so many pieces. Please don't get stuck. Please don't get stuck. Okay, 2 more. There's 2 more pieces to the white center. Where are they? 1, 2. Found one. Where I found the other. Where'd the bar go? Here it is. Okay, so I'm gonna do this and then this, and then where'd that other one go? Is it still over here? Good. All right, and after almost 8 minutes, we finally got our white side done. Now onto red. So, yeah, same process as before. We start from the middle and work our way outwards. So, it is quite a process, but now that we have one less side to worry about, it should be a lot easier to spot pieces. But I still imagine it is going to take, on average, about 8 minutes to complete a center. I want it on this side. So, there we go. I found the other 2 pieces that this one goes with. And of course, you might think that I'm going kind of fast because I'm building a layer quickly, but in reality, it's a very long process. And when you get to adjacent centers that could be on the same axis, you want to make sure that you are careful, like as you probably saw me do just there. You want to make sure that you're careful to insert the next few pieces in a way that it would not cause the center you're working on to get broken up. So that made it a little easier. So it goes here. Where is that piece? I found something, but it's attached to something and I don't want to break it up, so I'll put a pin in that one for later, I guess. That would be... No, not this guy. Wait, is it this guy? No, it's not. That would be this one. Okay, I found one. Where'd that bar go? Bar is on the blue side. This is on the other side. Okay. Yeah, it's also easy to lose pieces if you aren't careful. Wait, was that not the piece I was looking for? Oh, no, it wasn't. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say forget it. Yeah, this is definitely a lot more difficult to spot pieces when they're not as bright colored. Red is a little bit harder to spot than white. Oh, nope, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm making a fair amount of mistakes. Ooh, that's actually probably worth saving. Where's that other piece, though? Yeah, finding... Okay, you know what? I can use this. There's one piece that's attached right here. I can use that. But I can't insert it from that side. Okay, I didn't mess anything up. It would be absolutely catastrophic if I messed something up now. Well, now. I say that like I'm anywhere close to being finished. I am not anywhere close to being finished. So we can do it like that, and then we just have one more bar, and then we are on to the next layer for the red center. Okay, I gotta make sure I didn't break anything up there. Found another one. The bar is here on the orange side, so I'm gonna make sure that I keep that in a spot where I know I can find it. Gotta try and make sure that these pieces stay. Oh, that's not the right one. Gotta make sure that the pieces can stay in a stable position. And then there we go. There we go. There's our second layer for the red center done. On to... Where is he? The third layer. The outermost layer, if you will. Oops. Okay, good. Oh my gosh, I would be so angry if I messed something up like at the last possible second with edge pairing. Oh, no, that did not sound good. Like I said, you do not want to be too rough with a puzzle this big. When a puzzle has this many pieces, it can be prone to pops if you are not careful, and really that's not something that is the fault of the puzzle itself. You kind of have to deal with that when you have a puzzle that has this many pieces. And then it's this one. No, it's not. That's not it. Man, I am guessing wrong on so many of these red centers. So we're just gonna do this. Here's one. Can use that. I might have to check the queue in a little bit just to make sure I don't have any songs in there that I don't want to have in this stream, because I don't think I can, because I know... Oh. No, I don't want to mess that up. I know there's a couple DM Dokuro songs that I don't think I can have. a couple Monster Cat releases I might have to cut. I did my best to make sure to do that ahead of time. But I might have to check if this goes on for long enough, and I think this is going to go on for a while. It's already gone on for quite some time. Alright, there we go. Alright, there we go. And then how many more of these bars do we need? We need one more, so I can just go ahead and put this one in as is, and I'll go ahead and kick this one out. It's starting to get a little hot in this room, so I might adjust the fan a little bit. Hopefully it won't be too loud. It is December as I'm doing this, but, you know, living here down south, it gets pretty hot. Most of the time. Alright, there's one more. Here it is. Here on the pink side. Okay, and after 16 minutes, our red center is solved. Onto blue. Oh, where is it? Here's one. On the complete opposite side, but it's fine. We got a bar already made. And I hope that becomes more common as we move on through the rest of these centers, because I've been here for a long time and I've only done 2 centers, so. And I can just turn this gray side without too much worry, because it's not attached to any of my made centers already. So that was the last bar that we had to do, yeah. So now I need to find this one. And I'm going to go ahead and put it over here, and I'm going to kick this one out because it's actually partly made but not fully made. There we go. And now on to the next bar. And I think I might have found all the pieces I need already, so that is extremely helpful. And I can put this in on either side, it doesn't really matter. And that bar is made, so which side am I putting it on? I'm putting it on this side. I gotta make sure I get that correct so that I don't end up putting it in a position where I would break it up by putting another bar in. Okay, so this next bar, how many of these bars have I got to do? I've got 2 more left. Okay, so, and this one's already almost made. We just need one of you guys, and that's a pretty big bar, so I'm actually gonna keep that one in place. Actually, no, I know a way that I can preserve that. Yeah, I know a way that I can preserve that, but I need to make sure that the other bar is built the correct way, since I've only got one of those left. It's not that one, it's not that one. Here it is. I found it. Okay. Here it is. So with that, that's how we build it, but we got to find this last one. And that would happen to be right about here. And luckily for us, it's in a pretty good position. Well, not if we do that. And then all we got to do is put this bar in. It kicks that bar out, and then we can just put that bar back in without risking anything getting broken up. So now we're able to move on to the next one. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put it on this side, kick the bar out, put it back in place. Okay, so these corner centers can pretty much go wherever. I just need to make sure that I get the actual like edge centers into the correct spot on the bar, because that one actually, it does matter. I hope you guys find the background music enjoyable. But then again, taste in music can be different, so do forgive me. Although I'm sure I probably would have this asked in a Q&A at some point in the future, but for those of you who wonder why I use video game music in my unboxing videos... Wait, why did I build that entire bar? For those of you wondering why I do that, it's because I also do want to keep this channel both cubing and gaming. But the gaming is obviously a lot harder to work into videos because that requires a lot more equipment. And I'm not that heavy with my equipment, if I'm being honest. Literally all I'm using, as you probably would be able to tell because it's a little wobbly, and I do apologize for that. Like, literally all I have as my recording apparatus is my iPhone and a very flimsy tripod. That's all I've got. I don't really have any advanced equipment. But it seems to be working out just fine for me, which I'm very happy about. There we go. So yeah, I've got music from all sorts of games, and like I also mentioned, I think I said this in the description as well, but I also have a couple of covers as well. So all right, and we just have one more blue bar left, and then we're on to yellow. I just need to find it. Oh my gosh, it looks overwhelming. I think that's the word I can use to describe this puzzle. It's just overwhelmingly huge, and it's pretty pricey too. I mean, $190 is not cheap. Not cheap. I'll do that, and then I'll do that. Oh, shoot, I messed something up. I thought something looked a little off. But thankfully that was very easy to fix. Imagine the whole thing was solved except those two centers. I've seen so many shorts do that from others like Captain Cuber. And I mean, it's funny, but then I see people that deliberately do that. I mean, I can't say for certain if I know if he does it on purpose or not. Either way, sometimes it really does bother me, because they just do it on purpose and then they act like, oh, it is solved. But Captain Cuber is like, finally, the last step. He thinks it's solved, and then he looks around. He finds the two pieces that are switched, and then he screams out of agony. So after 24 minutes, we finally have 3 centers done. So we still have a long way to go. But we have, I was going to say the absolute best end credits song to help support us. But there is one that I like more than Zombies on Your Lawn, and it's from Mario Kart Wii. That one is forever my favorite staff roll. But this is easily second place. if I ever do like a top 5 staff roles, expect this one to be like second place, and then MK Wii is number 1. Still looks interesting. I'm glad you're finding this interesting. Where does this go? Where'd the bar go? Nope, other side. It's actually see, puzzles that are this big, they start off turning really rough, but that's to be expected because they have to be like really tight. That's something that Diansheng has been able to do very well, is, well, by adding magnets to the puzzle, they're able to loosen it a bit because it's more stable thanks to the magnets. So let's go ahead and get this next bar started. And I need one more. Where's the other one? Where is it? Here. Found it. So we're going to go ahead and kick this edge out. And I'm also going to go ahead and kick this one out so that I can make sure that I have something clean in there. Hello, Visuals Media Solutions. How are you today? Thanks for saying hi. Honestly, another thing that I'm really happy about with this compared to my Super Mario Odyssey live streams is I can actually look at chat, because I've done such a bad job at that in the past, but I'm really happy that I can do that because it would help me feel more engaged with my audience. And honestly, to have an audience at all is something I'm very happy about, so thank you guys. And for those of you who saw my Cuphead boss ranking last year and made it absolutely explode, I cannot thank you enough, because I never, like, that video took me so long to put together. I didn't expect that it would blow up as much as it did, but it did, and I guess call me incorrect, because that is now my most popular video, and who knows when or if that's going to get beaten. It makes me more excited to do things like this in the future. So thank you all for that. I'm not really doing this to try to prove a point or to try and build up a massive audience so that I can like flex on it to a lot of other people. I'm doing this all for fun. This is more so a hobby of mine, and it allows me to include my other hobbies, such as, you know, playing games and solving puzzles for you guys. So you solved a 3x3 in 2 minutes? Nice. Yeah, you can see a couple 3x3s in the background here that all 3 of these I got in another unboxing more recently. It's not up yet. It was actually something I opened up 2 days ago at the time of this stream, so expect a video on that very soon. I'm going to try and get that edited sometime this week, but it is also very busy around the house because it is, you know, approaching the holidays, and I got to get busy cleaning so that I can have family over. Because that's going to be exciting. Where's that bar? Where'd that bar go? It's on the, of course, it's on the lime side. Okay, I'm moving it over to this side. My best time solving a 3x3, it was, honestly, I've had 2 18-second solves, but both of those were on a hand scramble, so I don't know if I want to count that. 18 seconds is still a pretty good time for me, because I've, you know, I don't get those times very often. But I'd rather it be on an actual generated scramble and not a hand scramble before I can actually, you know, count it as my best. My actual best solve with a properly generated scramble from my timer app was almost a 19 flat. So, yeah, I definitely got a lot of work to do before I can start becoming, you know, quote-unquote good. But with that said, that is our second layer for the yellow side. Never saw the cube, you don't understand them. Yeah, I bet a lot of us have kind of had those moments, but it feels like one of those things where once you do solve it, it kind of becomes a little bit addicting. It's hard not to say that it is addicting. Also, I just made a full bar for no reason. Well, I'll try and preserve that, I guess. There's no reason for me to do that. But now, I can start making more full bars, I guess. Try and keep them close to this yellow side. I'm going to try not to build them on the beige side, because that's opposite yellow, and to get pieces from opposite sides onto the correct side on a Megaminx is difficult. Or actually on a dodecahedron. Okay, so there we go. There is our second layer done. Or our second bar done. We're getting close to being done with this yellow center. But I do need to still be careful and make sure I don't mess up any of my other centers, because that would be disastrous. Absolutely disastrous. Ooh, I think I know what I can do with that. I don't think there's anything I could really do. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Solving puzzles is definitely very addicting. I think at the end of this year, I don't know if it's going to be my last video for the year or if it's going to be next year, but I do plan on showing my whole collection. And that's another reason, I've already explained it, but another reason why I'm doing this stream is just to experiment and make sure that I can understand everything I need in order to stream when I do solve my entire collection, because that is going to be a very, very big project, and it's not going to be easy to do, and it's going to be spanning a very long time, possibly. So what's the next side? You know what? I could probably do something like that, maybe. Turn that up. Bring this back, and then the corner center is now in place. This one goes here. And there's one other missing piece to this yellow center. It's on the beige side, of course, but luckily it was pretty much exactly in line with where it needed to be. So after over 32 minutes, we finally got our yellow center solved. So it's been half an hour, and I've only solved 4 centers. But we're on to purple. My second favorite color, I believe. Or maybe my third favorite. I'd say gold, probably my favorite color. Possibly. I just like warm colors a lot. So there we go. It should be much easier to spot pieces, especially since purple is probably the darkest color on this. Yeah, it looks like purple, aside from blue, which is already complete, it looks like that is the darkest color on this puzzle. So it should make it very easy to find pieces. So there we go. So now we're moving on to this next layer to the center. That was very easy to solve that layer. Oh, wait, I don't need to do that now. Okay, so that one is done. Now to get the next side, we're just gonna do that. And we've already got our third piece in place, so fourth piece is here on the gray side. Can I reach it? Yes, I can. And it goes in on this side. I need to make sure I actually keep this in frame. I'll move my cubicle mat up a little bit and I'll scoot it forward. Oh no. That was the Mizutsune battle theme from MH Rise, so that's what it was. Where is this last one? Here it is. Doesn't matter what side we put it on. I know my mouse is just on accelerate right now, but I can't actually have accelerate in the stream, sadly. Oh, man. Oh, this actually... Hold up. This might work out perfectly. Look at that. Inserted 2 bars at once because I misplaced the first one. Ouch. Yeah, it's starting to hurt my fingers a little bit, but it's okay. Definitely not as bad as when I actually really badly hurt myself trying to beat Power the Saber Blade. That was no fun. I still haven't beaten it. I'm sure I'll beat it someday, but that day is absolutely not today and not anytime soon. But I guess it's now my life goal to beat that song just once. Who knows if I'll ever attempt it again after that. It's like Ghost. I've actually only ever beaten Ghost once, and I haven't attempted it since then. And that was earlier this year in January. Also, yeah, this is our last bar. Last one here on the orange side. I think it's best if I keep these bars off of the green side. Honestly, I miss the way old Minecraft makes me feel. Because I remember the music in Minecraft is so nice, even if the game's community is not that nice. But you know what? It's still here. I don't play it every day, but I do play it sometimes, and it's always nice to revisit it. I might do it on stream. I do have it on the Switch, which is probably the only console that I've really had easy access to recording. But that was because I've got a capture card, but I need to get that out and dust it off. Ooh, that's good. Yeah, the music is just always nice for this game. That's not the correct one. It would have to be this one. Oh, yes. My favorite Stardew Valley song. I think this song that's playing right now, oops, when I first heard it, it was like within 5 minutes of playing Stardew Valley. Yeah, when I was first playing Stardew Valley last year, when one of my friends introduced me to the game, when I heard this for the first time, I immediately knew, yeah, I'm gonna love this game. And I do. I haven't played it since 1.6 got added to the Switch, but I might wait to do that until... yeah, I might actually wait to do that until I get my capture card set up again. But that might have to be sometime next year. I don't want to go through all that trouble now, since I'm going to have family over, and they use my room. My grandparents sleep in my room, so I sleep on the mezzanine. But it makes sense. I have a twin bed, and I sleep here alone, so they need it more than I do. And yes, I agree. Capture card was a good investment. I've got myself a nice Elgato, and you can't see it right now. It's not in frame, but I have a Blue Yeti mic, and that's what I use to record my sound. I don't have it plugged into my laptop. I might do that next time because I might actually hop on a Discord voice chat. I hope this is still decently in frame for you guys. I might adjust it every now and then. Okay. How many more bars left do we got for purple? We got 2. And it's been nearly 40 minutes. I might be slowing down a little bit, but that doesn't mean I'm stopping anytime soon. get off the pink side. Pink is opposite purple, so I want to make sure that I can at least have that going. And yeah, I do apologize again for my screen going dark. I do need to... I need to fiddle with the settings and see if I can find a way that won't happen for when I do much longer streams next year. Because if I'm doing my solving my entire collection streams, those are probably going to be like 4, maybe even 6 hours long if I feel like it. They're going to be some long hauls. I have friends. Memes in my cases. I think I remember there was one of my friends, we were playing Stardew Valley, and I think it was their first time playing. We were in spring, of course, since you always start in spring. And they were fishing up a catfish, and I think that, and then yeah, purple side's done, by the way, after 40 minutes. Yeah, they were struggling to get that catfish, and then I was like, you should just have some sort of like water boss fight music playing in the background, like Water Blight Ganon, because they were fighting to get that catfish. I think they did get it eventually, but I was not as lucky when I got my catfish. The catfish are not easy to get. So yeah, so now that we're onto green side, we're almost done with our first half of the centers, which I can't say that that's the halfway point exactly, but... Ooh, another Stardew song. I had a lot of Stardew Valley songs this stream. I've had 2 of the winter songs, 1 of the summer songs, and then a spring and then a fall. You know what? I will say this, though. You're saying that the catfish was your nemesis? The octopus. I still haven't caught an octopus, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to that easily. I tried using the fishing hook to make it easier, but it doesn't seem to work on the... The fishing hook didn't seem to work on the faster fish. It works on the slower ones, but I think the cork bobber is the way to go. But I still have not managed to get one. I was able to get a lava eel on my first try, which was nice, because now I have... On my first save file, I've got a fish pond with them, and then I've got midnight squid and midnight carp, I believe they're called. Correct me if I am wrong. Here it is. Tried it so early without heaving really stuff for fishing. Yeah, you do have to level up your fishing. I think that's probably an easier way to get them, because your fishing bar gets larger. Makes it a lot easier to snag those fish. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is that? We gotta lock up. There we go. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna kick this one out because we need this as part of this bar. Yeah, just Stardew Valley's music is amazing. There's few games that I can say have as good a soundtrack as this, and it's even more amazing when you realize that Stardew Valley was made by one person. I gotta give a lot of respect to Concerned Ape. They did amazingly. And there is still so much more for me to do. I am nowhere close to finished with Stardew Valley, but I'm loving just about every second of it. Alright. Okay, where's that last one? So it's somewhere up here. It's not here, which means that here it is. I have found it. All right, we're almost done with the green center. We still have a lot more to go. Man, Wii Sports brings back so many good memories. I'm pretty sure it was the first game I ever played. And, well, how could I not like it in that case? Oh, another Stardew Valley song. Are you kidding me? Jeez, I'm getting every Stardew Valley song on my playlist. We're only 45 minutes in. I shouldn't be complaining. Nor am I. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I do apologize if I do go quiet, but again, that's another reason why I decided to play some music as well. Okay, we're only a couple bars away from having the green center completed. I will say, there's a good reason why fall is my favorite season, but I think a lot of that actually came from my high school years, but those are done now. I've graduated. But when I was in high school, and marching band especially, I think that was the thing that made me like the fall season so much. Some unforgettable days for me. I remember I still had pictures on my phone that I got to take with... So I think the story behind a lot of pictures that I have on my phone dating back to a couple years ago now. It was my second to last competition. It was UIL Area D 6A, which was a pretty big deal because my high school was extremely young, first of all. It was only our 6th year of existence. And we were going up against some of the best bands in the country as well. And our band happened to make finals, which was amazing. So I got to be there since I was actually drum major that year, which I will always be happy about. We were able to all get together and they used my phone to take pictures, and now there are several pictures that I refuse to get rid of. And after 48 minutes, we finally have 6 centers done. We've literally only done half of the first step, and it's been almost 50 minutes. So now onto orange. So now we only have half of the puzzle to look for pieces on, which should make this much easier. And since this is the orange side, we aren't gonna have to kick edges out nearly as much. We are still gonna have to be careful that we don't mess something up, especially if we have a piece that we need on the gray side. Where is... Wait a minute. Here it is. All right, there we go. First layer for the orange side done, or for the orange center. Whoops. Okay. Oh, wait. Please turn. Please turn. We got another lock up there. Okay, so the piece I needed was not on the gray side. It was on the pink side. I did the same thing again. I didn't need to do that, but now I have to. I keep like overbuilding these centers. I don't need to build them this much right now, but I will have to eventually. So now the piece that I am looking for is over here. So next, I could probably just build this edge from here, it looks like, mostly, except for one of the pieces. Oh, my neck. I hope you guys can hear me just fine. Here it is. All right, and that kicks that one out to be put over here. Where's the other ones that we're looking for? Neither of them are over here. I found one. Now I gotta find the other. It's not up here. Not here. Not here. Not on this blue side. Wait, is it on the orange? It is. Oh no, it's on the lime. There we go. Next. Oh, goodness. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this one in and I'm gonna kick this one out. It'll make it easier to build this next center. And that's not the piece we need. Here it is. Is this what we need? No. No, it isn't. So let's just go for this one, because it's right here. I guess out with the Stardew Valley and in with the Monster Hunter, it seems. Again, not complaining there. The only caveat to that is that the Monster Hunter music is a little bit louder, so I hope you guys can still hear me just fine and it's not obnoxiously loud. Because I can still easily turn it down. It actually makes me really happy I turned this down earlier. Because otherwise it would be absolutely blasting out of this thing. Ooh. Oh, yeah, I do need that. So now... we're only missing one bar for this side. I really hope that this becomes a little easier to build soon. Because it seems like we're spending less time spotting pieces, but the actual centers are not getting easier to build. Well, first of all, let's go ahead and get this guy off of this center. this. So now there we go. We just need to find our last center is right here on the gray side. So with that said, after over 55 minutes now, we've finally completed our 7th center. We are now on to the light blue. And we can easily... Yeah, the centers do get exponentially slower to build as you work your way outwards, because you have to find more pieces, and the pieces themselves are more difficult to find. So it gets pretty difficult, but it seems to be... Oh. It seems to be just fine. No, I don't want to show my desktop. Oh, Metallic Madness Zone again. I got the Act 2 earlier. In all honest to goodness, I think this soundtrack would go so well in Beat Saber. I feel like I would have so much fun. No, I'm gonna go the other way. Not that side, but this side. And I'm just gonna borrow this one. Okay, I overbuilt that center again, but it's okay. It is going to get much easier when we get to these outer layers. Well, when we get to edge pairing and just solving it like a normal Mega Minx. Please turn. Okay, that is not what I'm looking for. It is this one that I am looking for. Now, what's next? This one. Is that... No, we got more. Ugh. At least my hands haven't... I mean, my hands were more tired when I was doing the super flip than now. Where's that last one? I'm missing one. That's right. It goes right here. And it is here on the beige side. Oh no. What have I done? Oh, what have I done? Excuse me. And I overbuilt that center again. Oh well. You can never be too careful. I'm just gonna do it this way. mean, you can kind of technically do it from the same side, but you got to do a lot of reorienting. Um, ooh, nice. That makes my life a little easier. Not my life, but... Okay, yeah, thank you for letting me know. I'm glad the Monster Hunter music was not too loud. And you guys can hear my voice just fine. I was worried when I set my phone up to start streaming because I was worried that I set it up right on the volume control and that was going to affect the mic. It doesn't seem like it has been, which is a good thing. It's a very good thing, actually. Okay. Yeah, as for the thumbnail as well, I'll probably put in a proper thumbnail later. Like I said, this is all an experiment and I don't really know most of what I'm doing here. So just bear with me there. But we should be... We're almost done with our 8th center after a very, very long time. I'm just going to bring this thing over here, make sure that it is in a spot where I can remember where it is. It's been over an hour now, and we still have a long way to go. We've only built, like, we haven't even finished our 8th center. Got a lot of work left to go. Okay, there we go. Hey, where'd it go? All right, light blue center's complete. Now we're on to beige. Yeah. These inner layers are always the fastest, no matter what. Unless you're just not good at spotting pieces. Oh no. Oh, that would not have been good if I messed that up. That would have been a lot of work to fix that. So I'm really happy I did not mess up. Hands are starting to cramp up a little bit. Ooh. We gotta push through. We aren't done yet. We got 4 centers to go, and then we have all 30 edges to pair. Hopefully the edge pairing I know is going to be a lot faster than the center building. Nope, this side. Okay. Come on, we're so close. Goodness me. I'm already tired. I mean, I already sound tired, but still a long way to go. But we're getting closer with each... Oh. With almost each turn I make, we are getting closer. Provided I don't mess anything up. And here it's going to be a little bit harder to avoid overbuilding our centers, or at least our center bars, just because of how many, how few pieces we have left relative to how many we have to build, so... Yeah. There we go. I feel like I am working a little bit quicker here, especially since I don't have very many sides to deal with, so... There we go. All right. And we're super close. We're almost done with the beige center. We've got one more bar left to make. Oh. Alright, which one is this? It makes it a lot easier to... Yeah, it makes it a lot easier to see. Yeah, it makes it overall a lot easier to see. What's going on when you have only one bar left to build. And there we go. Our 9th center is finally complete. On to center number 10 of the pink center. And now that we only have a few sides to worry about, we've only got 3 centers left to build, so it makes it much easier to find the pieces that we need to find. Uh-oh. Stuck. Please don't pop. I didn't have to deal with a pop on this last time. I really hope I don't have to deal with it this time, because I do not know how I am going to assemble this. Assembling my Gigaminx when that thing exploded was not fun. I cannot bear to imagine how painful it would be to assemble the Petaminx. Um, I love Super Mario Galaxy. Alright, last bar there. And when we get to these last two centers, we are going to be doing lots of commutators. So, it might be kind of tricky to get this all done. I love that. Honestly, now that I'm sitting here, with the release date for Monster Hunter Wilds being a little over 2.5 months away, I'm very excited. Because I don't think I have been this excited for a game in a very long time. But yeah, I know Wilds is going to be a good game. And February 28th cannot come soon enough. Not that one. Got it. So that's that one. I've got this bar made right here. Oh, I can actually see the chat from my phone. I just realized. Yeah, I just looked over at my phone to make sure I was in frame. So yeah, I absolutely cannot wait for Wilds. It's just, I can't get here soon enough. But I know it's going to be such a good game. There's going to be countless hours spent on it. Yeah. So we're going to do that. I don't know if there's any other games immediately that I'd be this excited for. I haven't had a chance to play Echoes of Wisdom yet, but I think that would be a pretty nice experience. There are so many Legend of Zelda games I want to be able to play with you guys. Well, play for you guys, rather. I just need to make sure I can get it all set up. I pretty much have access to every 3D Legend of Zelda game except for Wind Waker. I do have a GameCube and a Wii U, so I have the platforms I would need to play it, but I don't actually have a copy of Wind Waker HD with me right now. Hopefully I can get one soon. Yeah, we've been doing this for pretty much 100 minutes, my phone is telling me. So... Alright, at long last, we're now down to our last two centers, the lime green and the gray. Alright, let's go. So what I like to do with these last two centers is I like to... okay, first of all, let's actually put you there. I'd like to once again build my way out, but I'd like to at least make sure I have the quote-unquote Gigaminx part of the center solved so that I can easily... Oh, wait a second. So that would be... It's a little harder to spot when you get to these outer layers because you do have to kind of look for the right pieces amidst all the gray ones. But it does get a little bit easier when you know what you're looking for exactly. So you can see I'm trying to get these little stars made, and it looks like I've only got a couple more. All right. Oh man, my finger is starting to ache a little bit. It's actually kind of turning red a bit there, but that's okay. We're going to continue to push through that. We got an entire bar made just like that. And then go for that one. We actually have all of our corner centers in place, but we don't have... We don't have all the edge centers in place, so that's what I'm working on now. Okay, so now we've gotten our stars made. So now all that's left to do to get these centers in place is commutators. So we're going to start from this side, I believe. And it's a bit tricky to understand it, but just having a look at what I'm doing, it's actually kind of simple. They're pretty simple moves that you just have to make. And yeah, as long as, so if they're on, I think this is a perfect example for this. If they're on this side of this little diagonal that's adjacent to the center, if they're on this side, I have to do the commutator from this side, but if they're on the other side, I'd have to do it from the other side of the center. So that way, this center right here, I can actually get two of them done at once, just like that. So with that said and done, that makes my life a lot easier. At least before I have to start doing it from the other side. Uh-oh, don't do that, please. Okay, I've got one more on the right, and then I have to do them from the left to get the rest of them in. All right, so now we're doing them from the left side. And we're gonna start with this one. Hopefully I don't mess these up. That would not be very nice. And it unfortunately looks like I'm gonna have to get all of these done one at a time, which is not too fun, but sometimes you just gotta do that. You gotta do what you gotta do when you're solving a big puzzle like this, but we are very close to being done with the first step. Well, I guess you could say there are several steps to this, but the first general step is to get the centers built, and we're now only one commutator away. And there we go. After an hour and 19 minutes, we have finally solved all 12 of our centers. My voice is kind of shot right now, so I'm going to drink some water, and then we'll move on to edges. Alright, next. So it looks like we actually lucked out. This yellow and white center is already partly built, so all I have to do is insert that, do a little bit of a flip. I have to use two hands for this. And we actually have some pretty significant progress made on that. Hello, Cuber ML. Glad that you could join. How has your day been? Now, where are those last two? I found one. So, in fact, why wait to put that one in and risk losing it? So, one more. This cover right here that's playing right now, this is the second year in a row that this was one of my top songs. Last year, it was my top song on Spotify when I got my Wrapped. Sorry, Cuber ML, I do not speak fluent Spanish. So it looks like we're on to blue now. Okay, you know what? I'll figure this out. This is gonna look really wacky, but oh, you know what? Maybe not as wacky as I thought it would be. Okay, found what I was looking for. Yeah, the PvZ OST is amazing. It's one of the big reasons why I still keep coming back. I just always love listening to that music, especially the first game. Nothing beats the original. Okay, yeah. See what I mean? Spotting pieces is very difficult, especially since you now have multiple colors of pieces and only... Oh, I had a mini heart attack right there because my tripod was actually falling. Okay, we got it fixed. Oh my gosh, that could have been a disaster. Please stand. Yeah, this tripod is really flimsy. Let me just make sure. Got it where I want it. Okay, we fixed the camera. I need to have this stay where it is. It was about to fall off the desk. Oh my gosh, that was not a pleasant thing to have to do, but we did it, and there it goes. But now I'm back to spotting pieces, and I cannot find where I cannot find the edge that I am looking for. Oh, there we go. Found one of the edges that I was looking for. Now I'm only missing one of the white and blue edges. So I'll just go ahead and store that somewhere. And that's purple. That's purple. There it is. Found it. So now I just have to insert that, flip it. Oh man. So now I can go ahead and insert it right here, and that solves another one of our, I guess you could call it cross, but it's more like a star for Megaminx since it's a pentagon and not a square. And we're back to Stardew Valley. Okay, so let me go ahead and do this. So this is actually really funny. I just have to flip this guy. And we've got our edge kind of built, but it's a little bit wonkily built, maybe. And it looks like I found the other piece I was looking for. I'm still kind of shook by the fact that I almost had my camera completely fall off my desk. That would not have been fun to have to pick up. So I'm gonna have to try and do something to make sure it's more secure because it's very wobbly right now. We'll just store that on top so we know where it is at least. And found one of the edges that we were looking for. Let's store that on top as well. And now to find the last green edge, the last white and green edge, here it is. Oh boy. Ugh. Yeah, we're really starting to make some significant progress now that we're on to edge pairing. Now, this red one looks like it's already getting paired, so let's go ahead and do that. I'll probably... Oh, you know what? I don't have to. Right. All right, so... Oh, boy. Now where did I put it? Here it is. Here's another one. Okay, I'm just needing to find one more of the red edges, and it's right here. That was nice and easy. Let me move my mat up a little bit more. Okay, we've got 4 of our star edges done. Oh man, my neck. Oh man, my neck is in such a rough position right now, but we're getting there. Finally, we get a Beat Saber song. I might have to check the queue here in a minute. Make sure there's no songs that I don't think I can have in the stream. If you want to escape with me. Ooh. So we've got the white and purple edge kind of half built. Okay, I'll go ahead and just place that in there. Ooh, this one's actually... These two are both on the same face. So... Yeah, I will have to find a way to secure this for next time, because the fact that the tripod almost fell off the desk completely is the thing that I was worried about most. But with that done, after an hour and 29 minutes, we've got our first 5 edges paired. So now we're on to these edges right here so that we can complete the F2L, or first 2 layers step. I say layers like a Megaminx has layers, but I guess it does. So I guess that would mean our first one should just get started right here. I can actually go ahead and flip that one later. I'll have to find the... Oh, I found another. And I found the piece I was needing. You guys, oh, you can't see it. I was about to say, can you guys see my moon lamp? It's right here. You can't see it right now. It's out of frame. Let's see if I can... There you go. You can maybe see it a little bit. I know you could see it in my time lapse, but that's okay. That's not the focus. Maybe I'll do a better job at showing it next time. I got distracted. You know what? I should not be getting distracted. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's okay, though. Found it. Found the piece I wanted to find. The one I was looking for, but there is still one more purple and yellow edge out there. Yeah, using full wrist turns is extremely helpful with a puzzle this big. Just kind of running my fingers along it. Okay. No, not on that layer. Nope, that one's orange, green. I know which one it is. Here it is. Found it. There we go. Finally, we got our first F2L edge done. And by sheer dumb luck, we've also got the corner that goes straight with it. So where is it to be placed? Right here. And that is going to be much easier. So there's our first pair right there. So that is super nice and super helpful. I guess since we've already got a lot of them, let's try and find the blue and yellow. So that would be here. Sludge that in, and we'll go ahead and get that out. And we can also push this one in there. Okay. There we go. Where is that last one? I know I saw it somewhere. It's here. And I found where the corner is. Corner ended up in the wrong spot, but that's all right. Oh, goodness me. God. You know, I wonder if I could... Oh, shoot. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I gotta pray that this works. Okay, this should work. Is it working? Good, it's working. Awesome. My phone was low on battery there, so I had to find a charger for it. I don't want this thing to die in the middle of the stream. I'm not even close to done. Alright, red and blue is right here, and it seems like it's already partly built again. So where is that middle piece? That would have to be right over somewhere. Oh, over here. Yeah, I'm actually really glad I caught that. If my phone died in the middle of the stream, that would not be good. Okay. Wow, we go from the Astera theme straight to the Celiana theme. My queue has been doing some very funny things. We had a bunch of Stardew Valley songs back to back, then we get both Monster Hunter World Village themes back to back. But I like that quite a bit. All right. How long have I been doing this? I've been doing this for over 2 hours now, and I still have a long way to go. And wow, that was super lucky. I just happened to find that edge exactly where I wanted it to be. All right, started to make some more progress there. All right, now I guess they're onto red and green? Yeah, red and green. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're almost there. With it, like I said, with every turn, I'm getting just that little bit closer. I've only got 2 more of these, and one of them is right here. And the other, I happen to find. And hey, that corner is right there as well. We're actually getting really lucky with it, with this edge. Only thing is, I'm gonna have to flip it to put the corner in place. And then it goes here. All right, next we've got, the last one is purple and green. It should not be too hard to find that one. In fact, it's right here. And here I might try to start doing something a little bit different to make it more efficient. So, actually, no, it goes on the other side. So what I can do is if I can find the, oh, it's over here. Well, never mind. I was going to say, if I can find the pink and gray edge, I could maybe put that edge in ahead of time, but I guess not. I'll go ahead and do that anyway. Now I can try and do that with this little guy, this light blue and gray edge. Now I gotta find... Okay, where is that last one? Man, Celiana is such a cozy place. I normally don't like cold temperatures, but Celiana seems like a place I would want to live. It's such a nice place. Here it is. I wonder if there's a way that I'm going to be able to actually hook my phone up to my computer so that way I don't have to worry about the battery going down. I might try and do that. I can do a little bit more research before I would do this again in January. Hopefully I can find some solutions. I do have a very big... Yeah. I do have something I can plug in, and I think that's what I use to plug in my switch port. Oh yeah, I have that one. You know what? I'm gonna look at my queue real fast. See if I can find the comforts of home. Guiding Lance, Scorching Blade. Where is the comforts of home? Oh wait, no, I don't know how to work this queue. I don't know how to move songs. Never mind. I'll have to learn more about how to use this thing. Oh well. Okay, that one is there. Where's the other one? Okay, I can do this. I've got you. Okay. As soon as I find that last middle edge, which happens to be not there. Where did I even put it? There it is. Found it. And there we go. That actually even pairs up another one. So now, I got to be a little bit more careful to not break up the edges that I built. But it should start to get a little bit quicker. Like this, maybe. So I can put that in there. Sledge that edge in. Pull this back, and then, yeah, it's actually partly pairing another edge, which is good. Got lucky and we found another one to look out for, so excellent there. Oh boy. Wait a minute. Didn't we just listen to Moog City? Oh, wait. Oh, this will actually be worth finding if I can. Here it is. I hope I don't keep, coming out of frame. My elbow is blocking that one. I apologize for that. And where the corner for that one, corner for that edge is here. Oh wait, that edge isn't paired. Oops. Yeah, this edge isn't done yet. Well, that is a first, trying to solve an edge that isn't actually completely paired. Okay, there we go, much better. We finally got that edge paired, and now I thankfully didn't lose the corner. Where was that one that we were doing? Okay, that one needs to be flipped, and that one's the next edge we're going to be working on. So, thankful I found that one. And then it's orange and lime green that we are looking for. Where is that one? That is here. So that's this. And that one's partly built now. Okay, so I can just do that. That one is another one that's gonna have to be flipped, but that's okay. That's okay, we can make do with that. It should not be that hard to fix. Oh boy. Oh, my hands are getting very sweaty right now. It's been an hour and 45 minutes, but still got a long way to go. This definitely will not be as quick as the previous solve. Okay, you know what? Some of these pieces look like they're coming apart. We're getting very close. I mean, we still have a lot more edges left to pair, but I can start to see the end now. It's almost 5 p.m. for me. Oh, wait, no. I made a mistake. Wait, I can fix it. I can fix it. Yeah, I know just what to do. Haha! I have fixed the problem. It actually was not that difficult. Gosh, I remember this song giving me so much trouble in Beat Saber. I've beaten it a few times, but not recently. I haven't been able to beat it at all. You know what? I think I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna pair this guy up. This light blue and orange. I'm gonna go ahead and get this one next. Because something that I'm trying to get into the habit of is, well, I'm not sure if it's a good habit for Megaminx solving. Oh. But there is something I can do that allows me to, oh my gosh, my eye is getting itchy. There is something that I can do that allows me to solve these pieces a bit early, which would save me from having to spot pieces. Oh my gosh, the Terraria Otherworld soundtrack is absolutely astounding. It's too good. Yeah, see, I knew I was going to be able to fix it. I could just do that, except my nose is running now. Wait, I think I messed up. Oh, I messed up one of these green sides too. Okay, so where did that piece go? I just now realized this. This one's not finished. Did I finish it or did I mess it up? I think I messed it up. Thankfully, we were able to fix that just fine, and it did not break up this edge, but I'm going to need to be more careful because I've got these two blocks made. All right, where do we go next? All right, we're missing one part to the edge, and it is here. So now we just have to find the correct corner, which is here. All right, we've got that whole block made, so now we've only got these four faces that are unsolved, so I guess let's just move on to the next. Let's do this side, because this side's got bright colors that might be hard to find. All right, what am I going to do here? So we're going to go ahead and do... yeah, we're going to do... Oh, that's a bit unfortunate. All right. Yes. I know it might sound controversial, but it is my favorite place to go in Monster Hunter World is the Guiding Lands. I've had so many times where I just go there and do whatever the heck I want without a care in the world. This is something you can't really do in Sunbreak with the Anomaly. I guess I am a little biased because it was the first post-game I really experienced in a game like this, but hard to complain, honestly. Okay. Oh boy. We're getting really close. I can see the end now. It's been almost 2 hours. But I know we're getting closer. We just gotta hang on. Okay, so I just need to find... I need to find the corner that goes with this edge, and it's here. Alright, so now we're going to start solving this one. And then I guess that will just leave us with these remaining edges left to solve. So I think once we're done with this beige and light blue center, or edge rather. Oh, back to Stardew Valley again. Wait a second. Well, that is interesting. And that actually worked out like a charm, it looks like. Yeah, we're so close, I can almost taste it. But we're not there yet. We just gotta keep going. Just gotta make sure I didn't break any of those other edges up. Yeah, we're starting to really see some progress. In fact, if you just look on, well, not really, but if you just looked on that side, it would look mostly solved with just these three faces undone. Come on, we're so close. I definitely have to agree. The view that you get in Iceborne when you get to Celiana is amazing. I remember I'm playing through with a couple friends and it's their first time playing and they are absolutely loving it. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and solve these last, what, 12 edges? I'm just going to solve the last 12 edges here. And I'm going to try and work my way outwards maybe. But maybe I don't have to. Come on, we're close. Aw. Come on, we're getting super close. Got it. So we're just one away. Where is it? Found it. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can just kind of build these edges as I please. It might be worth getting in the habit of trying to do it this way. I just need to make sure that all the edges are in the correct spot. So we do that. Yeah, I'm kind of focused on one edge at a time right now, but it's going to make things a little bit easier to track pieces. So there's 2 more left. Where's origin? Okay, 1 more, and then this red and pink edge is done. We're getting super close. It's almost there. So that's another one. We're almost there, I know it. Okay, so I guess let's do gray and beige next, since this one is actually partly built. So where is, okay, I found it. Oh, that is not what I wanted. Oh, we're almost there. I know I keep saying we're almost there when we still have a bunch of edges left to pair, but It should not be much longer until we are done. And then where did that one go? This one only has one more piece left, and then it's... This edge is now fully paired. Store that. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna work on this side now. This lime green and blue. Flip this. It's easier. Oh man, I really hope I didn't mess anything up. I'm really glad this isn't an Petaminx because I don't even think I'd be done with center building if it was. Come on. I've only got a few more edges left to pair. We're getting closer. I think I've got 9 more edges left, and then we're just on to the rest of Megaminx step, I guess. We're getting very close. I just need to pair this, and I think actually doing this makes it a little easier. It's more edges to pair, but it also gives you a more open surface to do it on. All right, so that one is done. It did unfortunately break one of them up, so let's go fix that. All right, so now I guess let's do orange and gray. Done. Come on. Hands are cramping up a little bit, but we are almost there. Okay. Hey, it's Pelican Town. Yeah, Pelican Town's another great place I would like to live. Really, just Stardew Valley is such a cozy game. I don't think there's much to say that people would argue against. It's not the only town I would want to live in, though. If I had to live in a town in a video game, Selyana is probably my #1 pick. Despite the cold, and I normally, like I said, I normally don't like the cold weather. Pelican Town's another good one. And then there's a lot of towns in The Legend of Zelda that would also be really nice. I think the most popular choice would be... Oh man, you know what? I'm turning the fan up. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's pretty hot in here now. I have to turn the fan up a little bit. Does unfortunately mean the fan is a bit louder, but I'm sure you'll go. I'm sure you will forgive me. Yeah, but like I was saying, Hateno Village seems to be the fan favorite for, you know, video game towns, or at least Legend of Zelda towns. There's a lot of neat little places. Skyloft is another good one. I think I would probably take Rito Village though. I just feel like, given that I end a lot of my Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom sessions there, I feel like that it makes me feel like home. It makes me feel like home. It makes me feel like I'm at home. It makes me feel most at home. Okay, how many more edges have we got? We're getting actually really close here. Just as long as I don't mess any of these up. Second town of Monster Store. Oh, yeah! Oh, shoot. What's the name? God, I forgot all of the names for the Stories 2 villages. Oh, man, but I absolutely love Stories 2. I know it was in Alcala. Shoot, what was it? It's not Kuon Village. I know that's the third town. It's not Nuate. That's the final town. Are we down to our last 2 edges? No, we still got a few. We still got 3 more. All right, we're down to our last 2 edges. Might actually finish this to the music of Wildspire Waste. I would say this is definitely the most nostalgic song for me in Monster Hunter. Oh, I'm very close. And with one last flipping out, because parity doesn't exist on this, our edge pairing is done. Now all we have to do is solve it like a Megaminx, and we've already done some of the steps. Awesome. We're actually getting extremely, extremely close. We've only got a couple sides left. Yeah, this is definitely way longer than last time, but... Ruto Village, yes, thank you. Thank you for reminding me. We're almost there. We're almost there. And that's our final block for, I guess, is this S2L? Alright, and that's our last pair. And we're now on to the top layer. And I don't know all of my OLLs and PLLs for this thing. So, unfortunately, you're gonna... Oh, all I have to do is Nicholas and then rotate. Just do another inverse Nicholas. I'm getting excited. All right. 3, 2, 1. And... Two hours, 9 minutes, and 55 seconds. 2 hours and 10 minutes spent solving this. Obviously, my focus was not entirely on this, but we finally have done it. Yeah. It's done. Wow. So, Yeah, second time ever solving this thing, and this thing is absolutely massive. So I guess I'll go ahead and start wrapping the stream up real fast. Oh, it feels so nice. So yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll start getting all of these out of their patterns. Oh, this feels so much nicer to turn after dealing with that for so long. So this one's in a super flip checkerboard, so it should be pretty easy to get out. And there we go. That one is now solved. This one is just in a super flip. And then Wave Rider is just in a checkerboard. Here, I'll set this right there for now. Shouldn't destroy anything. This Scoob is in an H-perm, I guess. It's the closest I could get to a checkerboard. Alright, so that's done. This 5x5 right here is in a super flip of its own. This 5x5 I actually got this morning out of an advent calendar, so yeah, definitely not as good as the 5x5s I ordered from the Cubicle lately, but it gets the job done. Alright, and then this Outrong V6 is just in a checkerboard. Now, this GAN 5x5 is in a cube and a cube, and I don't know the algorithm, so I'll just go ahead and get these FTOs out of a super flip, and then I think I'll end this stream with doing a solve on the 562. But while I'm here, just preparing to wrap the stream up, for those of you who are watching now or have been watching for even just part of this stream, I thank you all for coming and tuning in. I really appreciate that. Like I said, it's not really a goal of mine to have a ridiculously big audience, but as long as I can have some sort of audience, then that makes me feel really nice. So real fast, I'm just going to do a hand scramble on this guy. And we'll go ahead and start wrapping the stream up. I'll end the stream with I guess like a mediocre solve on this because my 5x5 skills are a bit mediocre, but let's go ahead and grab that timer. All right, so yeah, just a little bit more to go, so I'll try and keep the timer somewhat in frame. All right, inspection starts now. And oh, I needed to save that edge. I use Yao for 5x5, not reduction. Yeah, like I said, you get to see my extremely mediocre, extremely below par 5x5 skills, but that's okay. Got lots of practicing and lots of solves ahead of me to determine which is my new main. I actually have not considered myself ready to declare the 562 as my main because I've got some others I'd like to try. But I think this is the most likely to be my main. All right, so now All right, center's done. Just make sure we don't have our cross messed up. I do feel a little nervous doing a solve on camera, especially after I just spent 2 hours solving that thing. This thing right here. But you know what? It's okay. It's been 2 minutes now, so I'm sure. I highly doubt Timon is watching this, but if he is, then he's probably laughing at my subpar times, but luckily we did not get parity there. All right, and then I just gotta have to two-look this OLL. And a U-perm. There we go. 246.96. Definitely not a world-class time, but that is still pretty decent for me. Oh man. Well, doing that felt so good after solving this absolutely massive thing. I know I've been here for almost 3 hours now, but I think it's time to wrap this up as Blossom Haze plays. So, yeah, like I said, for all of you who tuned in, even for just part of this, or maybe you've been watching the entire way, I really do thank you. This was a huge, huge thing, and I'm so glad that I got to do it on camera for you guys. I remember I got to do the Petaminx last year and then the 11x11 a few months ago, and I'm really happy that I got to do the Petaminx on a live stream, and this pretty much gave me all the information that I need to know about what is likely going to happen next year. So to explain it again, if I haven't explained it enough times, next year it'll probably be like mid-January I started from, but I plan on scrambling up every puzzle that I have in my collection and solving them all on live stream for your guys. So that would be things like the FTO, the Scube, 3x3, 4x4, 5x5, every puzzle that I have in my collection, even the ones that are the hardest to complete, like, I don't know, these guys, or this guy, or maybe this guy, or this guy, which I still need to learn how to do. Got lots of work to do to prepare for that, but this was a great first step, and I really do thank you all for being a part of this. I'm so happy that I could do this all for you. You guys absolutely did not have to tune in, but thank you anyway. I really, really highly appreciate it. It really does mean a lot to me. So, yeah, that is about it. I'm so happy that I could do this, as if I haven't said it enough. And yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and I guess it's time for me to sign off. So I guess that will be it for me for this stream. I will see you next time. Farewell.